Good evening, beautiful woman. I am so excited to be here with you today and do this live and really share with you an incredible opportunity to work with me one-on-one inside of the Essential Intelligence one-on-one incubator. So if you're new to my world, thank you so much for being here with me today. And my name is Dagmar and I am women's sexuality expert, and I help successful women heal from pelvic pain, sexual pain, and lower back pain, like really any pain that is chronic and that is happening underneath of the belt, and to truly understand in a very, very deep way how their body works so they can say goodbye to the chronic pain and actually reclaim the temple of their body, fall in love with themselves, and truly start focusing on living their best life. Hi, Michelle. How beautiful. So, I would really love to take this opportunity today to share with you an exquisite opportunity to step into one-on-one incubator with me that at the core is really designed to help you say goodbye to chronic pelvic pain, no matter what is going on or no matter how long you have been at it. So here is a challenge that I see a lot of my clients are actually experiencing. And if you are like one of them, you'll be probably finding a lot of similarity, which is many of my clients are actually very successful women, and they have been at the personal development game. They have been at the healing game for quite some time. So they are not any novice in the game of healing, and yet they have been struggling. They have been struggling for quite some time. So the challenge is that they have been trying yoga retreats, they have been trying pelvic floor therapy, they have been trying tantra, they have been working with the jade egg, and things are still not getting better. So I often like to ask myself, what is it, like what is really missing? What is it that when a woman is putting her best foot forward and she's really investing her money, her time, her energy to start healing in a really, really deep way, why is her body not responding? And the piece that I hold very sacred and that has really allowed me to support my clients in a very, very deep way over the years, like with one of my client, Emma, who came to me after she got diagnosed with organ prolapse post-hysterectomy. She had a really high advanced prolapse, and we have done our work together, and in 6 months she was prolapse free. And literally she went to her gynecologist, and her gynecologist has done a scan, and her gynecologist said, like, you don't have prolapse, and I don't understand, like, what have you done? And she was speaking to him actually about our work together, which is both very, very deep, and we are doing recovery of the vagina, recovery of the cervix, recovery of the pelvic floor, but it's also addressing the outer layers. It's also addressing the tissues around the pelvis, and tissue aside, it's also addressing a woman's behaviors, what she holds true about herself, how she relates to her partner, how she relates to her body, how she relates to the world. So the question I like to pose is, what is it in a body that loves to heal, because your body loves to heal, that is the truth, why the healing is not taking place? That is the deep question I always like to ask, no matter what woman, what is the like series of complication, or like how long she has been at it, what is she really, really presenting? So there are multiple reasons why your body might not be healing. And if I want to like simplify it and put it in a very concrete way, one of the biggest reason why you're still struggling, one of the biggest reason why you're still getting sexual pain and in spite of your best effort, is that the things that you have tried either have not been complete, that's first option, or the second option is your healing has not been sequenced correctly. So either your approach has not been complete or your healing has not been sequenced properly. So what do I mean by that? Let me start with the correct sequencing of your healing. So many times, there are kind of two big things that need to happen. The first big thing is we need to address your body, which means how your tissues work, making sure that we have optimal strength in your tissues, making sure that your body can relax, making sure that your inner healer can be turned on in a really efficient way. That's kind of the first big area. And the second big area is really addressing the psycho-emotional piece. So making sure that these big emotions that are being carried in your body, the grief, the shame, the anger, we're actually able to access them and heal them and release them in a conscious way, so they are not like these stored mechanisms that are actually preventing your tissues from healing. So there are kind of two big objectives. And one of the biggest pieces as it relates to proper, correct healing or sequencing of your healing is, sorry, my attention is going somewhere else because my husband is right now talking to my toddler and my toddler is not sleeping and I'm a little bit distracted mentally. So it's really, really interesting. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, when it comes to correct sequencing, let's say a woman has had abortion or a miscarriage, and she's obviously in a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of emotional grief and despair. And she kind of packs it down. She says, look, I just can't deal with that. I have responsibilities. Maybe I have my older child that needs my presence. There's basically no space for grieving or no space for like integrating my emotions. So she packs that in, and then a couple of years later, she might develop a lot of pain in her pelvis. So in her best pursuit, she goes the physical therapy route, right? Which of course, like common sense, is great. And the physical therapy world is doing a lot of improvement in her tissues, really from the structural perspective, from a biological perspective, but never ever is actually addressing these emotional pieces that have caused pain in the first place. And to me, this is like a big fallout, a big shortcoming of a pelvic floor physical therapy, right? I remember back in the day when I was going through so much pain, and I would be going to my therapist that was like hour 45 minutes away. It was like the best physiotherapist in Ireland, and it would take me whole day to like travel, get there for treatment, and then come back home entire day. And I remember being on his table, and anytime he would put his hand on the left side of my pelvic basin, like kind of in the left region of my womb and of my ovary, I would have like this tornado of grief coming up, this unbelievable tornado of grief. And he was great at what he was doing from a tissue recovery, but he didn't know how to hold my grief. He didn't know how to, offer me this like safe psycho-emotional space that will actually allow me to start discharging this incredible amount of emotional pain that I was getting inside of my pelvis. And anytime after the treatment, I will be really tender. I will be really vulnerable. I will be really kind of falling apart to certain extent, and I wouldn't feel grounded and safe and stable and connected, even though my pain always after his treatment has subsided without a question. So the big fallout of a lot of physiotherapy, especially as it relates to this topic, especially as it relates to healing pelvic pain, healing sexual pain, is these therapists, they are not trained to hold you in a safe way that is not re-traumatizing your system and actually giving you this psycho-emotional space that is essential for your healing. It's essential for your integration. It's essential for helping you create a sense of wholeness and unity and connection and love for yourself and for your body. Absolutely essential. And then we have the other world. We have the world of psychotherapy. We have the world of tantra. We have the world of a lot of emotional healing. This is also very much where stress management comes in. This is very much where like a nervous system healing, somatic experiencing can come in, which is amazing. And these guys, they do incredible work. Many times I do hear that people heal in a very, very deep way. Women heal in a very, very deep way, doing somatic experiencing and psycho-emotional work. But the challenge here is that these folks don't talk about tissue recovery. These talks don't do the physiotherapy work. These folks don't address the imbalances in the tissues. Like, let's say if your pelvic floor is in chronic state of tightness, which is chronically compressing the nerve endings, is there are little tissue repercussions that you have to address in order for your pelvis to truly start healing. So here we have the world of like a pelvic floor therapy that is not addressing the psycho-emotional piece. And then we have world of psycho-emotional piece that is not addressing how you use your body, how you move your body, how you breathe, how you stand, how you walk, how you sit. And to me, this is massive disservice to your body. This is a massive disservice to your healing. So in order for your healing to be sequenced efficiently, first and foremost, you gotta integrate both worlds. You gotta really train yourself and train your body in a way that allows minimizing of pain in your vagina, minimizing pain in your pelvis. And subsequently, you gotta be in a safe container that allows you to both be with what is, whether that's grief or shame or anger, but subsequently in both places have the tools and have the world-class techniques that give you the power of healing, that put the power of healing into your own hands. And this is really where my work comes in. This is really where an invitation to work with me one-on-one inside of Sensual Intelligence Incubator comes in. Because what we're going to do together is, first and foremost, you are going to work with me directly. And I have been in the world of pelvic healing since I am 22 for the last 15 years. And for the last 15 years, I have not only been developing the techniques, the tools, the sequences and processes, but more importantly for you, I've been working with thousands of women from all around the world and really developed an exquisite processes that take away the headache, the frustration, the not knowing, the banging your head against the wall, the sleepless nights because you are in pain again, or all the fear that you can't make love to your partner. It takes all of this away, and you and me together over next 3 months means one thing: a deep healing of your body like you have never experienced before. So this program and this invitation is for you if you are really opened and maybe curious, maybe just done with living in pain, done with going from therapist to therapist, reading this book and watching this YouTube video and trying this program, and you just want pain-freeness. You want to heal your body. You want to feel amazing in your skin. You want to just drop in and be deeply connected with your partner, because guess what? Life is too short for setting for anything less and being in pain and carrying the shame and carrying the hopelessness and asking yourself over and over again, is that all that is for me to be carrying for the rest of my life? So once again, I'm getting a little bit distracted because my toddler is not sleeping, and this is quite interesting. And I normally put headphones, so I'm like, I can be fully present with you, and my toddler not sleeping is not impacting me. But I did not do it today, and I'm definitely experiencing that. But this invitation is really for you if you want to first and foremost learn an emotional release techniques that create a freedom in your body, freedom in your tissues, and facilitate the deep healing in your reproductive system, the deep healing in your sexuality. Now, inside of this process, we're going to dive really deeply into your pelvis, and you are going to really learn about how your pelvis works, how your reproductive system works, and subsequently be empowered with the world-class techniques that allow you to liberate your womb, your vagina, your cervix from the agony of chronic pain, and actually fully reclaim not only your pain-freeness, but also your sensuality, your sexuality, and profound and deep safety inside of your body. So this is for you, gorgeous, if you really want to connect with your partner, with your boyfriend, with your husband in a deeper way and start experiencing the grace of embodied sex. What I mean by that is really shifting away from sex or sexual experiences that are just happening in the head, or where you're disconnected, or where you're grinding your teeth, or when you're in so much pain, but instead create and foster such a deep healing and such a deep relaxation in your tissues that lovemaking that you have with your partner feels amazing and connected and truly and profoundly intimate. We are also going to fully release the I am not enough story, which in my experience has been on a psycho-emotional level one of the huge and biggest reasons why women don't heal from pelvic pain, even if they have been at it for really long time. So we're going to break free of all the old paradigm, of all the emotional abuse, of all the impact of patriarchy and sexual repression and sexual shame and sexual trauma and sexual conditioning, and truly break free of the I am not enough story and actually elevate your worthiness, your self-love, and your confidence in every single cell of your being. And this is a piece that is so deeply missing in like the gynecological space, in the pelvic floor therapy space, where the entire focus is just like quick prescription or, quick treatment and let's make you pain-free. This program and this invitation is not just about making you pain-free, which by the way is a huge result. If you had vaginal pain for 5 months or 5 years and we get you pain-free, it's an incredible experience, and I wish nothing but pain-freeness for you, and that will be the main focus and main emphasis. But pain-freeness aside, like, what is the next level of pain-freeness? Most women that come to me, they say, I want to have the most amazing lovemaking with my partner. I want to be present in my body. I want to have orgasm from clitoral stimulation. I want to have orgasm from intercourse. I want to be confident and sexy and radiant and alive. And if you're a woman who is crying, and this is a prayer that has been inside of you for so long, I want to feel amazing. I want to be the radiant woman. I want to flourish from inside out. I want to feel incredible each and every day. This is my invitation to you. There is no program like this on the planet. And together, what we're going to create over the next 3 months, if you allow me to support you, if you allow me to guide you, and if you obviously do the work that is necessary in the sessions, in between the sessions, 90 days from now on, you're going to look back and say, wow, this has been the most incredible 3 months of my life. So if this is calling your name, if this is inviting you, if this is like either whispering silently, like, yes, there is something about this that Dagmar is saying, or you are feeling resonance every single cell of your being, you can, you can reach out to me, you can send me a private message, and I will be more than happy to share with you more of the details and exactly how this process works, and exactly how we can work together to create this meaningful and powerful and deeply healing transition that has a potential to change the course of your life, the course of your everything that you experience in bedroom, everything that you hold true for yourself, and truly say goodbye to pain, say goodbye to suffering, and help you become the flourishing woman that feels deeply worthy and deserving of all things great. So I'm sending you so much love. I am excited to connect with you. I'm excited to step into this with you. There is no better time than now. And a lot of healing from pelvic pain, healing from sexual pain, a lot of that has to do with creating like tremendous resilience and greater bandwidth in your nervous system, which means that you have more emotional resilience to deal with intensity. And what better time than to do this right now? So excited to connect. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to ask me any question. I know this is a sensitive topic, and I have built a lot of confidence to speak about it openly because this is my work, and I deeply, deeply care about women's health. I deeply care about your healing. I deeply care about your sexual freedom. But I do know that it's a sensitive topic. So you're very welcome to send me a private message. You're very welcome to reach out to me privately. And I'm very open book. I would love to connect with you. I would love to talk to you. And I would love to share with you what is really possible for you, for your body, for your healing, for your sexuality, and for you emerging in 2020 into a flourishing woman. So much love, gorgeous. Cannot wait to connect. Let's make some healing magic together.